guy thinks he's cool, but he sounds like a giant tool. He calls himself the toxic lord. He'll ramble on and make you bored. He rambles the fuck on. Welcome to the Low Bar Show. They have no knowledge to bestow. We hope that you can stay away, 'cause this stream is probably a mistake. Welcome to Low Bar Show. Woo! Whoa, to the Low Bar Show.
When I was a kid, my twin brother and I found something that loved to kill.
It's about a monkey.
Monkey of death.
Well, this is based on a 1980s Stephen King short book, which I'm sure you've read this because you read way more than I do because I'm an
I do.
idiot. But, I still have, so I came off of North English Bastard stream, but I still have my Regal cup right here. Check this out, guys, and still some more popcorn, and I may be drunk, but
How did you get that Regal cup, blue collar loser?
let's see. I have this thing called the Regal. I should prepare for this stuff, but Regal Unlimited, Lord Toxic. It's for $24.99 a month. You can see as many films as you want to see. Let's say,
As many
Yep.
films as you want? How much do they
Yes,
charge you
Regal.
each time?
I mean, nothing. I can see one film or 5,000 films. It's amazing. This beautiful, awesome app. And when I think
For
Regal,
$24.99, you get to go to the movies as much as you want at any
Yes.
Regal cinema that you want to go to?
I'm telling you, see right here. And whenever I think Regal Cinemas, I think one thing with Toxic. I think right here. I think,
Lilu Dallas Multipass.
yep. So, let's see. Listen, a film like this, Lord Toxic, it doesn't have many what you would call spoilers. So we're not going to do a big spoiler review on this movie.
No,
I
I mean, that's one thing. It doesn't have a bunch of twists and spoiling turns to take.
I
Really.
can say
Not-
one
I mean,
thing.
not really.
It could have been because I snuck this into my coat when I was watching this film. That like I admit that certain films are just stupid, but everybody likes stupid films. Well, I'll let you get into it because how would you describe a film like The Monkey?
Okay, so
God.
for the uninitiated, in 1999, we start off with a gentleman who's very put upon, goes to a pawn shop to get rid of a monkey. It's
Yes.
the dude from Parks and Rec
Yeah.
and Succession. He's coming in wearing a weird uniform, basically trying to get rid of this monkey, which he is deathly afraid of because every time it brings its hand down to beat the drum and finish the cymbal song, every time it does that, somebody dies. He tries to explain that to the shop owner. The shop owner is, of course, dubious about this
Of
until
course.
the monkey completes its song and a harpoon completely pulls out the shop owner's entrails.
And then the funny part, so the monkey itself, because he's like, sorry, it's not racist, but like, is this a toy? He's like, no, it's not. It's not. Don't call it a toy. And he goes, I'm not very scared about this monkey. Yes, this guy gets fucking impaled. The monkey puts his arm down, and the entrails come back out of him, and like this big 30-foot long rope. And I'm like, okay, this is what we're going for, dude.
Yep. In the first 5 minutes, this movie tells you exactly what it is.
Exactly.
But anyway, I digress. So
I have to ask, Lord Toxic. He looks over. It says right there. Okay, flamethrower on sale for $300 because most shop owners have flamethrowers, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, 1999 was a different A different time.
He takes the monkey with a flamethrower. He's like, "Die, you son of a bitch!"
Yeah. Pulls a Leo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and tries to burn the monkey up.
The first
But
5 minutes tells you everything you need to know about this film.
yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, it sounded better when you repeated it.
Exactly.
Anyway, so we move over to this gentleman's two sons. He has apparently chosen to leave his wife, played by Tatiana Maslany, who I'm grateful to say is back to what she was pre-She-Hulk, which was a great.
I was gonna say, at first I'm seeing her acting. I'm like, that's wait, she's a chick from the thing I hated. The thing I remember that the
Yeah,
She-Hulk
no,
thing.
she is. Unfortunately, yeah, it's really sad to me. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but
Yeah.
it is very sad to me that can you pull her up real quick? It's really sad to me that people's only oh well, there's a spoiler right there. It's sad to me that people's only exposure
Oh,
to
wow.
Tatiana Maslany is the abomination that is She-Hulk. See what I did there?
Mhm.
When in fact,
It's an abomination.
she is actually extremely talented. And if you've
Yes.
not seen Orphan Black, and I don't mean the shitty reboot that they've just recently done, but I'm talking about the original 2013 show. If you've not seen that, or any of its, following seasons, you're really doing yourself a disservice with Tatiana Maslany. She's extremely talented when she's given the right material. And I think I'm going to shit all over this movie. Spoiler alert there. But I will say that
Yes.
one of the saving graces is Tatiana Maslany puts in a short, sweet, but good performance.
Yes.
And so there's that. But she's the mom of these two twin boys.
Yes.
I would assume played by the same actor. They're the younger version of Theo James, who some people know from Divergent, but other people may know from Underworld or presently from the Gentleman TV series.
I was watching this movie. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy from? I was like, I looked up. I was,
he's
The
from all of
Gentleman.
those. He's from all of those things I just mentioned.
Yeah.
And so the younger version of him, twins playing him,
Yes.
they are little bastards, the both of them. One's more of a bastard than the other, and they find their wayward dad's
Monkey.
monkey.
See, I like the comedy where it's like, so these two are twin boys, right? And he goes, the older brother, he was beaten by 3 minutes, and he ate most of the placenta.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
this is where, of all the ridiculous stuff that happens in this movie, and there's
There's a lot.
the most ridiculous thing is that two prepubescent boys would find a thing that looks like this in any kind of a box or whatever and fucking do anything but run to the hills away from it. I have been to Iraq 3 times, and if I saw that thing in a box, my only instinct would be to dump it in the ocean somewhere. It's like you couldn't catch me running so fast away from that thing.
I found it funny where it's like, hey, so where's Dad at? Well, Dad, he went for a pack of cigarettes and never came back.
Yeah, that old
I know.
fucking cherry.
But then the
Whatever
older brother says, he's like, you know what, Mom hates you. Why did Mom hate me for? Because I was born first, and Dad, he left Mom because of you. I'm like, God damn, son.
Yeah, that kid's a fucker. But yeah, and then what follows is basically a bunch of Final Destination type deaths that keep
100%.
occurring around when the monkey decides to go off. No rhyme or reason, just randomly, to include but not limited to their really precocious babysitter who one of the boys has a crush on, the mom, the aunt, the uncle, random people that are in their lives. And so both of the brothers decide to become, as adults, recluses as they get rid of the monkey, worried the monkey's going to show up again, and the monkey does. And then what follows in the third act is, I guess you'd call him the good brother, Hal, is he's trying to save his life and his son's life, and then the bad brother is actually trying to do quite the opposite. So you want to pick it up from there?
He's trying to kill his brother. Well, yes, like honestly, you just explained the entire plot in about 4 minutes, which is that's all you need. But Christ, by all accounts, it's comedy is always subjective. I mean, because I was drinking because I snuck alcohol into the theater, but like there's a lot of small comedy I just bust out laughing, like the mom, right? The younger son comes home, he goes, Mom, I'm home. She's like, Well, I've been slaving away from dinner the entire time. She's like, I'm making peanut butter and jelly. She's got peanut butter and she's mixing it really thoroughly and stuff. She goes, I've been slaving over the stove. And it's like, it's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, lady.
This is my biggest issue with this film is that it can't figure out, and I think another film did this again recently and annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It can't figure out whether it wants to be funny or it wants to be scary.
Yeah.
And you can have levity in a dark horror movie. You can have levity, it's fine. But the goofiness of this shit is just so out of pocket that I was just like, dude, what are we doing? But they still want you to be kind of scared of it, which I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get what you're wanting me to feel here.
I did see Jeremy Johns, because we talk about the YouTubers, we weren't the only ones out there, where he did say that the biggest problem is like it's inconsistent with its tone.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
I'm in a theater and the theater was actually packed, believe it
Yeah.
or not, on a random Thursday, but the theater's packed and people are kind of like, there was a couple chuckles and one like outright laugh at one point, but everybody else is just kind of like, okay, is that? And there was a bunch of people that waited after the movie because they were like, that can't possibly be it. That's not how they're ending this.
Yeah.
And that pretty much tells you all you need to know.
You're not wrong. So the thing is, the younger brother, the twin brother, he's being bullied, as you do, as in school. So they come to find out that the monkey, because their father left it to them, it's got to wind up in the back. And the monkey doesn't directly harm you. What it does is it's like Final Destination. It breaks upon chance. Like in other words, so he's pissed off at his older brother for basically being a bully, and he starts twisting the monkey's backside, and he goes, please kill my brother. Now the thing with the monkey is the monkey doesn't take requests. It activates on chance. It just kills whoever it wants to. It winds up killing their mother. That's the first 20 minutes into the film. It kills their mother, Tatiana Maslany, and it says like, she had like whatever, one of like a 40 million chance to fucking kill for her to die of a brain aneurysm. And he deciphers the fact that the way this monkey works, it's like it goes by very random chance. So it's like, technically speaking, you could die of a brain aneurysm, not a very high value chance, but there's still a chance. And as you said, after that, they wait 25 years later and the thing pops up again. At one point, the younger brother, the good brother, he chops the thing up into fucking pieces, but you can't stop it. And then it comes down to, once they get older, just Final Destination to Final Destination, different ways of people dying. I found the comedy, like their aunt and uncle adopt them. His uncle was ran over by 74 horses. And like they open up the body bag, it's like fucking chopped beef. It said the kills are so over the top. I found the comedy and how fucking stupid the kills were, but I'm not gonna pretend it's like it's bad dialogue, bad acting, but just the kills were it's like Final Destination it's like a parody of Final Destination. That's how I took it.
I think that's a very good way to put it. Yeah, it's almost like if Final Destination was looking to make a quaint Maine parody, and not for nothing, but the fact that they are using the short stories that Stephen King did. I mean, the only Stephen King allusion you can really read out of this is the fact that the kids get sent to Maine after their mom passes. After the mom dies. That's really it. There's no real. This doesn't have a Stephen King flair to it.
No,
they didn't stick to the source material. And I'm not a big slavish person to that. You don't always have to do that in order to impress me. But I mean, if you're gonna tout this movie as like written by the great Stephen King, like, dude, and or the director of Longlegs, like, if you're gonna do that, then come on now.
Well, did you notice too, like, when they're kids, right, they go to a hibachi restaurant, and of course, the one kid, he pulls the monkey's the toy there, and it's banging. So as they're with the babysitter at the hibachi restaurant, the hibachi guy's doing stuff, this and that. He goes like this real quick with his knife, and he winds up cutting off the babysitter's head. But did you notice a small thing? Like they're sitting there in the church and stuff, and he goes, "Hey, look, her name is like, was it Annie Books or Annie Books from like
Annie
Misery?
Wilkes.
Annie
Annie
Wilkes
Wilkes.
from Misery, yeah." But like,
Yeah, no, I caught that. I caught
Yeah,
that.
I mean-
but I mean, listen,
small things.
with the exception of Maximum Overdrive, which is based on the short story Trucks, with the exception of that, no Stephen King property that's been brought to TV or movies has ever been like a campy, fanciful farce. He doesn't do that. And the only reason Maximum Overdrive was kind of like that was unintentional because it was cheesy 80s stuff. And
Yeah.
Stephen King actually directed it himself and has admitted that he was high as shit on cocaine while he was doing it. That's what this seems like. This seems like the director was high as fuck on cocaine
Oh yeah, he
and
was like,
just, you know,
okay, guys, I'm gonna have the monkey like take out the guys in trails. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
all
gonna-
right, you know what we're gonna have the monkey do next, bro?
Oh, Elijah Wood, he's literally in the film for one scene. That's it. He's in the film for one scene. He's
Elijah Wood must like owe the director a favor or some shit.
Yeah.
He must have helped him move or something.
it's funny because you have Elijah Wood in the cast credits. He's literally he has about 3 or 4 minutes of airtime. That's it. So he's his the main character, his ex-wife's new boyfriend that's into Jesus and reading a book, and yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this is just
But,
a bad. I don't know what else to say. This is a bad movie. guys.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like you said, so the premise of the whole plot is that, okay, so this monkey, they don't know where it comes from. They can't kill it. They can't stop it. So because the younger brother wants to kill the older brother, he twists the monkey's backside. The monkey said doesn't do request. It kills whoever the monkey wants to kill, it kills. It kills Tatiana Maslany. So the entire plot of the second half of the film is the older brother, still played by the same actor. He keeps twisting the monkey's backside to kill his younger brother because he's pissed off. He's like, well, and at the end, spoilers, whatever, they say, okay, why'd you want to kill me for? He goes, because you killed our mom. He goes, well, I didn't mean to kill our mom. I was trying to kill you. So the entire second half of the film is a revenge plot for the older brother to kill the younger brother because the mom died from the fucking monkey. And that's it. That's pretty much all it is.
Really, the only redeeming quality in this is the mom played by Tatiana Maslany because she's
Yeah.
quirky, she's adorable. She has a very kind of, you know, hey, life is an adventure. We're all gonna die. This kind of dark hippie witch type mentality.
Yeah.
And you know, it's kind of endearing, you know, for the short time that she's in the film. It is endearing.
Yeah. Like there's
That's
one
really
scene.
the only. Now, had they
Yeah.
done the whole movie like that as like a whimsical type thing, I think it could have been something. But like I said, the tone, I will agree with Jeremy Johns, and you know, the tone of this is all over the fucking place. It can't decide what it wants to do.
Mm.
It's not sure if it should be a gross out horror fest, a
Yeah.
spooky, you know, weird macabre tale, a campy, you know, horror romp. It cannot figure out a whimsical daydream type thing. It can't figure out what it wants to do here. And nothing that happens makes any sense. And I mean, at least with the formulaic what is it called? Final Destination films
Yeah.
that have, you know, at least they have, okay, yes, it's a tired formula, but at least it makes some sort of logical sense. There's no rhyme or
Yeah.
reason. There's no logic to this thing with the monkey. It just runs around. Like,
Well-
what's it going to do after it's done with the brothers and the dad? Like, what is the point?
Well, it's like there's one scene right there where after, like, you know, after the babysitter dies, she's talking to her kids, right? She's on a tree and they're both eating ice cream. And she's like, yeah, life sucks. You know, sometimes, listen, I'm going to die. Both of you, you're going to die. Your kids are going to die. In fact, everyone's going to die. Sometimes peacefully, sometimes very horribly, very horrible death. We're all going to fucking die. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, lady.
Yeah. But
So,
you know what? Even
yeah.
that is like I said, that's whimsical and farcical, but
Yeah.
it doesn't keep that tone throughout the film. That's the problem.
I said for me, because it could have been the alcohol, but like, you know, Lord Toxic, you've had experience with firearms. There's one scene where after the aunt and uncle, so the aunt falls down a flight of stairs and she dies. So
Yeah.
the quote unquote good son, he goes to the aunt's house, right? And there's a real estate agent. She's like, hey, listen, I got to find the different keys. And I have to show you the stuff. And there's one door that's shut. And she's like trying to get into the door. Oh, I found the right key. And he goes, wait, no, wait a second. Because the monkey, it's evil. And the door opens up, right? And a shotgun falls out of the fucking chest. It hits her. and when the shotgun goes off, she explodes. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's realistic, right? Like, don't most shotguns explode a human body?
I mean, let's be fair. None of the deaths are realistic. They're all so way over the top.
When
and
the
out of
shotgun
whack.
falls and she explodes, almost like, oh my god. I'm like even I'm not a military man, but like shotguns don't work like that.
Well, chef's knives don't decapitate people either if you throw them.
Yeah, and if well, he didn't even throw it. He went like this on accident. But I
Yeah.
think the only time I bust out laughing because how dumb it was there's a scene where so the older brother's evil. He wants his younger brother to send his son in to find him so he can basically break the monkey's curse where you twist it. And there's a stupid kid who's holding up these two at gunpoint. And remember at one point he starts shooting. He shoots an accident the front of the car. And the car, so the windshield breaks open, right? And he's like, hey, wait a second, turn your lights on. They see a fucking beehive, and a beehive, it's like, what's this beehive? Oh my god. So he shoots through the fucking windshield, hits the fucking beehive, and then you see one CGI bee, and I'm like, what's gonna happen? And the fucking bees go through the gun hole into the guy's fucking mouth, and I'm like, holy shit. Jesus Christ. And the guy dies by all the bees entering his mouth, and his fucking jaw comes apart, and I'm like,
yeah,
this is the dumbest thing I've seen all year.
Yeah. There you go, everybody. We just saved you $12 or $13 and
Christ.
almost 2 hours of your life. We've just told you the best and only good parts in the movie. You don't need anything else.
Like
it's trash.
There's something about even to this day, this is 2025, and to this fucking day, the infamous log scene of Final Destination 2, people because there's a sense of like we've all seen fucking tractor trailer trucks that have logs that you're like, oh shit.
Oh, I know. I saw when I was coming back from Florida in October, I was behind one. I was like, nope, not today, Satan.
To this day. But like the fact that like Christ, a bullet hole through the fucking front windshield of a car, the entire beehive flew in one straight line into this guy's fucking mouth and killed him. And the other brother's like, oh, and he gets out and I'm just like, what the fuck am I watching? Jesus Christ, dude. I think at the end, whatever, spoilers. So the older brother sets up booby traps, right, to fucking kill the younger brother, and they make a truce. Okay, listen, we're brothers, we love each other, give me a handshake. That the younger brother set up a fucking what was it, Home Alone style booby traps, and a cannon decapitates the older brother, and the bowling ball says Lois on it, and Lois is the name of the fucking mother. And during that time period, the monkey is hitting the stupid drums, and like random people, a plane crashes half the town is dying, and fucking people are falling out of the sky onto the younger brother, and I'm like, what are we watching, dude? But like, as the father and his son are driving away, they see a woman. She's running around screaming. Her fucking baby carriage is on fire. So the baby fucking was on fire. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's insanity.
Oh my god! Like, I mean, I'm drunk, and I'm like, you know what? This is fucking retarded, and I'm laughing. I shouldn't be laughing, but I am. Like, this is fucking stupid. Jesus Christ.
Well, unfortunately, sir, I did not imbibe enough alcohol to make this thing tolerable.
See,
I guess if you're really fucked up, then maybe it's
even Jeremy Johns said like this is a film that requires, because Jeremy Johns says, he's like, how to rate this film? He goes, this is a better time if you're drunk. And I'm like, that's why I was laughing so hard in empty. I was the only person in the theater, so
I mean, I guess I thought because Long Legs was very enjoyable and fresh that this might be something along the lines. I thought, if you're gonna take something, I mean, you've seen my show, Consider the Source. If you're going to adapt something, adapting something from Stephen King is probably a pretty good way to go. Yes, there's been some bad adaptations, but there's been a hell of a lot of good adaptations from Stephen King. So I thought, but this is just like, this is an adaptation in name only. Like, it has nothing to do with the short story.
Yeah. I would say Lord Toxic. Yeah, guys, we always don't do big reviews. Like again, I am drunk, and I am. Even I was like, I laughed, but because I shouldn't be laughing.
Hey, everybody, just in case you weren't paying attention so far, the first 16 times he said it, Blue Collar is intoxicated right now.
Yes. But even intoxicated, I can tell a bad fucking movie, and like that shows the quality of the fucking film. I'm not going to pretend for a second that this is a great movie. I can see why anybody who's sober would just be bored out of their fucking mind. But just said I found the over the top Final Destination kill scenes, at least comical. Like they said, this would be if we had if you, me, and Enzo and Luke were all fucked up, we could probably find some kind of humor in how stupid the death scenes are. That's how I took it. But I'm not going to pretend for a second this is a high bar movie by any means.
No. And you know what's really bothering me, dude? What's really bothering me is that we are now, so it's February 2021.
Yep.
And I've now been to.
Wait, you said 2021?
Yeah, sorry. It's February 21st, 2025. Sorry, Jesus. It's been a long day.
I'm going drunk here.
Well, yeah, I've been at work all day, so almost the same thing.
Oh, I like one scene too. One guy died. He died from a fucking cobra jumping into his mouth as he's golfing.
Yeah,
for that, it's crazy.
But it's been nonstop of bad films. Each time I go to the movies, and I've been in the movies a lot this year, and like in this almost 2 months, I've been to the movies quite a few times, and even you and I have done at least like I think this is like our 4th review in 2025.
It's true.
And it's just every single time, it's like the clip below. Every single time we go to the movies, it's the same exact thing over and over again.
Oh Christ! I mean, let's just. Wes, this is more time than this film fucking deserves. So Lord Toxic, is this film a bottom shelf review? Is it a mid shelf review?
This film is, if you drank bottom shelf liquor and then pissed on the floor, that's what this stuff is. Like, it's so bad. Come on, 2025, you need to do better. 2025, seriously.
This will, because our friend Nadia, because actually you're going Nadia stream later, right?
Yeah, I got to do.
Okay.
We're doing the season finale of.
So I'm assuming for the end of 2025, Nadia will do her because she did it for last year, and hopefully she does this year. I'm assuming so. Nadia will do her top 10 or top 5 best and worst horror films of the year, dude. By all accounts, this has got to wind
up on the worst.
Yes. Oh my Christ. As I said, and I'll say it yet again. So if it wasn't for me sneaking this in, well, I snuck a lot of this into the theater. I laughed, but because I'm like, this is so fucking like. It truly is the fact that I'm not going to pretend for a second. Trust me, folks, this by all accounts, this is a bottom shelf shitty movie. And I would not pay a single fucking cent to see this film. I have my Regal Unlimited app, guys, $24.99 a month, but like, I wouldn't tell you to spend any money on this movie. If it wasn't for me getting fucking drunk, and maybe if you got drunk with a bunch of friends, Enzo does his shitty like rewatches, maybe like that kind of film, but like, yeah, this is a terrible goddamn movie.
I can't even say this is a so bad it's good. This is just a so bad it's bad. Like, it's just bad. It's not a good movie. It's just I don't know, man. I'm really starting to worry. I think it's like I've seen one good movie out of 6 or 7.
Yep.
And I'm not bro.
Yeah.
I am just not. But anyway, that's
no,
where
I let it's there is everybody has their favorite shitty film they laughed at, and I would not pretend for a second that anybody I know would like laugh at this fucking film, but like I'm like, this movie it's so fucking dumb.
If I find a good review of this, I would be interested in listening to their justification of how this is a good.
I still would have to go with Jeremy Johnson. If you I feel like at some point if we did Losers Lounge with you, me, Enzo, and Luke and did this drunk, that there was some of the fucking death scenes were so stupid I couldn't stop laughing. But it's gonna take a lot of goddamn alcohol. So if you are a sober person, if you don't indulge in the alcoholism like I do, skip this fucking movie.
Yeah. I think we've said everything that we can say about this.
I guess, and I know it's a low bar, guys. We talk about this all the time, but at least it isn't woke. It's not shitting on Captain America 1, 2, in 3. It's not demasculating the Hulk or something. Christ.
I guess.
Listen, if I still had a chance between watching this again or watching Captain America 4 again, I'd still watch this again. I'm sorry. That movie fucking sucks.
That's a Sophie's choice right there, man.
Well, after this, I'm gonna get some pizza and make some stills. Guys, something I've heard very good things about. Lord Toxic, you may know this. I've heard nothing from 5 people I consider friends. 5 people I trusted. I've heard nothing but great things about season 3 of Jack Reacher. I've heard very good things. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
watch it.
I'm pretty happy with it. Are we gonna do a
Oh, definitely. Yeah, so I
review?
need to sober up and make some fucking stills. But let's see, Reacher's.
Okay.
So yeah, so instead of instead of wasting time watching this bullshit, go watch go watch Jack Reacher.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There you go. See, there's Jack Reacher season three. But yes, we killed a half hour. I'm not sure how we did, but like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we always say, horror has very good films. Horror has very bad films.
Yeah. This
this
ain't
is
one of
not-
them. This ain't one of them, guys.
But this will be on a very funny like top 10 worst fucking horror films of the year list later on with Nadia. I can't wait to hear what Nadia and like Vex says about this shit. Oh Christ. Yeah.
I mean, Vex likes a lot of bad shit. Like,
Even Vex, I couldn't see Vex liking this shit. It was
I'm gonna be intrigued to see what she does say about this. I'm sure.
I've always said, Wes, you and me agree. Like I said, if I'm fucking loaded and I'm saying this movie is shit, that says a lot about this movie.
Yeah, because you kind of like everything, but
Mhm.
yeah, no, or at least you find a value in some things where.
I
And
said,
I'm not necessarily one to shit on everything. I mean, I liked Companion. Not a lot of other people in our group actually liked it.
yeah.
I liked it enough to watch it twice.
We don't always do this, but would what would you say? Like, do you want to give it like one? I know we do the low bar system, but like, I think this film is at least maybe a 2 out of a 10. Is that too high? You think? Like,
Way too high. Way too high. Way too. I don't listen. I get that you were drunk. Watch it again sober and then see what you say.
I'm going to. Jesus Christ! I need more vodka. Mhm.
All right. Well,
All right, thanks, guys.
you gonna play us out with your
Oh,
playing
right.
out music, or are you still not done it
You
yet?
forgot? No, I got an outro. I made this for
Oh, you got an outro. All right.
yeah, it's 45 seconds. So here we go. And
Here's our outro,
oh,
bitches.
wait, which is this? Hold on. What's this? Jesus Christ!
Oh no,
Not again.
not again.
Yeah. That's how I felt watching this movie.
Yeah. So guys, here's our outro. We'll see you next time for hopefully a better film.
Hopefully, please God, Jesus.
We're out of here.